Hi guys, today we're going to be making vegetable stock paste. Have you ever seen what's in the ingredients on your store-bought stocks? You'll be quite surprised the amount of numbers, the amount of additives, the number of flavour enhancers without real vegetables in it. So today I'm going to show you how you can make your own stock in 20 minutes using fresh, hearty vegetables. So with your Thermomix, to start off with, we just go to our little search bar. And we're going to type in vegetable stock paste. So you have access to all your recipes on screen. Vegetable stock. Okay, and that's what we're going to be cooking. So the first thing that comes up on your screen is a list of all the ingredients, which you can see I've already got here prepped. And then we're going to start cooking. So let's start cooking. You'll notice that the scales have come up. We're going to add 200 grams of celery. 2 carrots cut into pieces. And 1 brown onion cut in halves. 1 fresh tomato cut into halves. And we've also got in there some garlic cloves, which I've just added. A dry bay leaf. Our zucchini, and we've got our fresh basil and our parsley. We're only going to use the leaves in this. Sometimes by adding the stalks, they can be a little bit woody, so we've taken the stalks off. We'll pop those in there. We didn't find any sage at the supermarket, so I'm just going to add some powdered sage, probably just about half a teaspoon. Go next, we've added we're adding our rosemary now. So some people say, how do you take your leaves off? It's really, really simple. Go against the leaf and they just slide off nice and easy. We've got our parsley in there already. We're going to put our lid on so the measuring cup's already in place. Next, we're going to chop this for 10 seconds on speed 6. So everything's already programmed for you. You don't have to worry about looking it up. It's already there. So we're just going to turn our speed selector to speed 6. Scrape down the sides of the bowl. Just wait for our automatic locking arms to open. And you'll notice our new spatula has actually got a flexible tip. You can see there that we've chopped it down. That was only 10 seconds. You can see how nicely that looks. We're going to add 150 grams of rock salt. Again, our scales, just make sure they're always on 0. Keep an eye on your scales. And the salt's what actually helps preserve this recipe. I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. Now the whole thing with the Thermomix is to save you washing up. If you really want to get a tablespoon out, go for it. But if you just hit these 3 little dots at the top, you can bring up your scales. And 1 tablespoon is equivalent to 20 grams. So we're going to add 20 grams. Close our scales, we'll go next. And we're going to insert our measuring cup and lid on. And now we're going to, if you notice, it's going to cook for 20 minutes. It's going to get to 120 degrees and we're going to do it on speed 1. And that's how simple it is. So for 20 minutes now, I can actually go off and do something else, clean my kitchen, go hang some clothes out, attend to the kids doing their homework. But this is where your Thermomix gives you back your time. So I've now got my 20 minutes free to do what I need to do. So we will come back when that's ready and you can see how good it looks. Okay, so our stock's now finished. Give you a quick look at what that looks like. And now we're going to see what our next step is. So if we hit our next button, make sure your lid's on. Let's hit next again and just always read what it says on your screen. So we're actually going to puree this now for 1 minute. We're going to turn the speed to speed 5 and then gradually take it to speed 9. It is going to make a bit of noise, but we're actually going to be pureeing this and you can hear the power of the motor in your machine. we're finished pureeing, get into the habit when you actually take your lid off to flick it so it's not going to dirty your bench. I'll give you a look at what that looks like. So we've got a beautiful vegetable stock paste with no additives, no enhancers, all made from our veggies. And making vegetable stock is really good time to use up any vegetables that are starting to look a bit limp and lifeless, and just use them in your stock so you're not having to throw out or have any wastage. So what we're going to do now is put these in some jars, and I collect all my jars. If you see my cupboard and the amount of jars that I collect, they're really good to keep on hand. So we're going to take our measuring cup out. We're going to use our lid as a bit of a funnel. So just pop that on top of your jar like so. And then we're just going to pour it in. So you can keep your stock in the fridge or the freezer. If you do keep it in the freezer, it doesn't freeze rock hard. You can still scoop it out as you need. Got another jar here. And your stock's always going to look a different colour, depending on the size of your zucchinis, the size of your carrots, and the size of the veggies or the herbs that you're using. So then we can scrape all that off into there, so there's no wastage. Okay, so you can see that we've got 3 really good sized jars there. There is still a little bit of stock around your Thermomix bowl, but I'm going to show you how to do a quick self-clean. So pop your bowl back on, and what we're going to be doing is a manual clean. Okay, so I've just got some water. I'm just going to pop that in a bowl, just making sort of make sure that your blades are covered, probably about halfway filled with water. Make sure your lid goes on. You've got your measuring cup into place. We can finish with this recipe now. Now I'm just going to do this manually, so I'm just going to take it up to about a speed 9. Hit that little reverse button. So what we've just done now is just released anything that was under the blades. You'll notice that we got most of the stock off the lid of the bowl. And what we've actually got here is liquid vegetable stock. People throw it down the sink, but you do pay for these in the shop, so I normally just put it in the fridge. If I'm going to steam some veggies, you can pop that in your base instead of just water, and that will infuse, those flavours will infuse into your veggies or whatever you're steaming in your baroma. So that's pretty much a liquid gold right there. With your stock, 1 tablespoon of vegetable stock paste is actually equivalent to 1 shop bought stock cube. So you won't probably need to add much salt because it does already have the salt content in there. So that's your vegetable stock paste. You can also make meat stock and chicken stock, and you will never have to buy shop bought cubes again, and you know exactly what you're feeding your family. So that's it for me today. So I thought I'd bring you into my pantry and show you my supply of jars. Are you ready? So having a Thermomix, keep those jars because you do make a lot from scratch. You won't need to go out and buy them. I just clean them up, sterilize them, and they're ready on hand to go when I need to preserve or make something to store. So there you go.